All right, welcome back. We have here a Minolta X-300 or X-370 in some countries. Now this camera, this is a great little camera for beginners. However, one of the issues with this Minolta X series, the X-300 and the X-700, all right, is that the camera itself, there is this capacitor, right, that always blows up, and because of the current issues and all the batteries, and then what happens that because of this capacitor, the camera stops working. So the capacitor looks something like this. Okay, so what I want to show you today is I want to show you how to open up the base plate, and I want to show you where this capacitor is located, so that if you want to solder a new capacitor on, you know exactly where to find it. All right, let's go. Now, opening the base plate is relatively simple, okay, as compared to opening the top plate. Now, earlier on I made a video about on how to open up the top plate and to put it back. So if you want to find out more about the videos, you can check out my playlist. All right. Now, for the base plate is relatively simple. It has got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Right. Once you remove this, you can assess the stuff below. You can take a look at the shutter mechanism and so on and so forth. All right, so let's do this. All right. So sometimes the screw can be a bit stiff. So what you do is you take a screwdriver and you put pressure and you press into as you twist, and it makes it easier for the screw to come out. Okay. As you can see, the middle two screws are a bit shorter and the outer two screws are a bit longer. So just remember this, so that when you put it back, you don't have problems. Right, now that the 4 screws are out, you can now remove the base plate. Now you can see from this unit, right, which is basically a unit that is basically used as spare parts, right? I bought this for spare. You can see that a chunk of this circuit board is already missing. So when I bought it and I opened this up, this portion was already missing. So I thought I could weld a capacitor back, but there was not much I can do about this apparently. Not weld, I mean solder. All right, so let me show you. All right. Okay, so this is where the capacitor should be sitting, right, in this gap here. So okay, now you can get this capacitors online, eBay, Amazon, or somewhere on the internet. Right, they are relatively inexpensive. So if you have this unit and you have a complete circuit board, and you just need to get a soldering iron and some soldering wires, and then you could basically DIY. Okay, so just let me show you this, right? Okay. Oops. So let me show you. Basically, there are positive and negative charge. So to my knowledge, there's this gray area. It should be facing outwards, and that is the negative charge, right? So the positive charge is on the inside, And when you solder, there should be something around here, somewhere around here, right, that you could solder to. All right. Okay, so there's a chunk of this missing here. Okay, so when you open up, just take note, all right, of the positive and negative portion. The capacitor, I think when it arrived, it has got a relatively long, wire, right? So you just need to trim it and then make sure that it's the correct length, and then you start your soldering work. Okay, now apart from that, what you can take note is sometimes the shutter can jam out, right? So basically you can play around the mechanism. Okay, see, so with this unit, the mechanical part of the shutter is fine. Okay, it's only the electrical part that is letting me down. All right, so if you ever find yourself with mechanical issues here, you can always loosen this part. There's a screw here. Right, loosening the screw here will push these two gears apart. Then you can just rotate it, adjust it a little bit, and then you can screw it back. Now, why is that so? Because sometimes you have got foam and bits and pieces of dirt that falls in, and then they get in the gear, and then they make it sticky and stuff. So previously I've got a couple of Minolta cameras that I did the same thing, and then it freed up, and then it's good to go. All right, so I don't even know why I bother with this. Okay, but this camera is actually it's actually hopeless. So okay, just for fun of it. Okay, all right, so maybe loosen this a little bit. All right, so there's not much to it. Okay, I'm just going to close up the base plate and call it a day. So that's it. Okay, the Minolta X-300 or X-370. Handsome little camera for beginners. Alright, have a nice day. If you enjoy what you're seeing, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. It would help me grow my channel. Alright, till next time. Thank you very much.